Hello everyone, I'm Ronald Mehta and welcome back to marketing91.com. We provide management and marketing training to students and professionals worldwide through our courses, videos and community. This video is part of our comprehensive take on the gamut of human resource management. Let's start with the topic of recruitment event or recruiting events. Well, recruitment events are ideal for gathering the right pool of candidates in a large number for large organizations or businesses looking to expand. As you can see, the picture behind is of the Amazon Jobs Day, a nationwide event in US where Amazon recruits thousands of employees in one day. We talk about this in a case study further in this video. Moving on. Open days, career fairs, a hackathon, and a graduate recruiting campaigns on campus are all examples of events, although they may be expensive. To get the best returns, you must clearly know your employer's value proposition and know the exact kind of talent you're looking for among the employees. Recruiting events are a great way to market your employer identity and advertise that your organization is looking to expand and provide job opportunities. The picture on the left is of the NBA Hackathon. Hackathons are a new sport that focuses on mental power rather than physical strength and utilize a computer rather than a basketball. The NBA Hackathon has pulled in college students to work on analytical tools that help the NBA tackle the challenges that they face for 2 years. 24-hour hackathon ends with a presentation to NBA officials, a panel of experts and the media. Moving further, the grand prize winner gets lunch with Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, and a trip to the NBA All-Star game. Hackathons are excellent at showcasing competence under pressure and making hiring decisions more measurable and I would say transparent. They have the dual benefit of spotlighting talent as well as tackling business problems. Moving on to our next example of Ford Days. The Ford Motor Company puts up a car show on college grounds to attract young students. The century-old giant is still on the top of the latest recruitment practices. Ford Days, held at college campuses like the MIT, Berkeley and Michigan, is an array of events to attract potential talent pool. The car show features alongside meeting with the Ford team and a talk by a senior official, which are all part of the day-long recruitment drive at the campus. Moving further, Dr. Ken Washington, the Ford VP of Research and Advanced Engineering and the CTO, featured as a guest speaker at one of the events at MIT. Students spend a whole day learning about opportunities at Ford right on their campus grounds. Your firm will remain in the spotlight if you host your own event at a prestigious campus. Bringing a senior manager for seminar boosts credibility at the end of the day. Moving on to our next example is, as I mentioned earlier, is Amazon's Jobs Day. Hosting the largest hiring event in the US had Amazon receiving a total of 20,000 applicants. As the firm grew, there was a larger demand for individuals in the fulfillment network where employees package and distribute items. Amazon Perks package enticed many with tuition prepayment and medical benefits. Locations are set up in Maryland, New York, Washington, Ohio, Tennessee, and other states to carry out the recruitment procedures. All prospective hires were given guided tours of the facilities and interviews were held in outdoor tents. Amazon used its strength, its brand name, to attract thousands of candidates in that day. Hosting recruitment events on-site let candidates have an inside view of your workplace. Making the event countrywide increases the candidate pool and can garner more press coverage. As I recollect in one of our earlier videos, which was broadly on recruitment, we did speak about Amazon's virtual career day that was held during the pandemic, where there were more than 20,000 one-to-one sessions between recruiters and prospective employees. Moving further to the next example of a PayPal, that is Money 2020 Hackathon. More than $125,000 to win and a dream job at PayPal, that is what Money 2020 Hackathon held in Las Vegas promised its winners. The event attracted over 500 hackers to hash it out in a 48-hour challenge. Set in a grand Vegas ballroom, teams competed to solve challenges and present their ideas to public, investors and experts. Moving on to a competition held at the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino. Let the fiery competitive format of the MasterChef cooking contest give a platform for hopeful chefs to prove their mettle. This was what worked for MGM Grand Casino in Las Vegas, where they set out to find a head chef. The competitors were chosen internally to fill the spot and external candidates were not sought. Teams made up of staff from 16 restaurants on site had 60 minutes to put together a 4-course meal. A 23-year-old sous chef won the title and went on to be the head chef at the luxury hotel's Japanese restaurant. Sometimes the finest talent may be found within an organization. Internal hires reward good performance with advancement. Additionally, an applicant from your own team is already a solid cultural fit. Moving on to our next example is of the IBM Developer Week. With over 8,000 participants, Developer Week is globally the largest developer expo and tech conferences series and is held in San Francisco, New York, Austin, and Chicago. IBM is one among many tech firms vying to attract top talent at the Hiring Mixer event. The 7-day showcase is a host of numerous conferences, a hiring mixer, and a hackathon. Your company gets the opportunity to network with other businesses and make professional contacts. Conferences may help raise brand exposure. And not only can you locate potential candidates, but there is also a multitude of prospective new clients. The next example is of the Department of Defense's Grand Challenge. Non-tech companies are not left far behind when it comes to creative hiring initiatives. DARPA, that is Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, which is a part of Department of Defense, founded the Grand Challenge and asked teams to produce self-driving vehicles capable of racing 150 miles. The prize features a $1 million payout and a chance to work for the DoD. When the race first started in 2004, no one was able to finish the race. DARPA held this competition annually to foster innovative research and development of technologies that will help us overcome today's difficulties. 5 teams succeeded in the second Grand Challenge, and the winning team from Stanford University received a $2 million reward. The recurring challenge series will raise awareness of your business and cause. Moving on to the next example of L'Oreal's Weekend Retreat, which is the largest pool of candidates that are keen to find jobs. College students are the answer. L'Oreal conducts Taste of L'Oreal, an internship recruiting program held yearly that offers around 100 undergraduate and graduate candidates to experience working at L'Oreal. The weekend retreat brings students for an in-depth orientation, talks by division presidents, and a full day of case study work at all in New York City. Participants get the opportunity to interview for a position in person and gain an understanding of the career possibilities at L'Oreal. As stated by Sumita Banerjee, VP of Talent Recruitment, we have created a unique program that gives students a complete understanding of what L'Oreal is all about and gives us insight into what they have to offer. Moving on to a last example of a hackathon wherein Meta hosts an AR hackathon in Dubai. The challenge encourages participants to leverage technology to promote well-being in critical economic sectors. AR-powered gadgets such as smartphones and smart glasses are driving the rise of augmented realities in the industry as stated by Reuters. Meta's Spark AR Hackathon Challenge was held in Dubai for the first time, making the event's debut in the Middle East. The workshop, which was co-hosted by UAE's Coders HQ project and Dubai's Museum of the Future, allowed participants to utilize augmented reality to determine how technology can boost well-being. The event took place in May 2022 until June 2022 and welcomed creators and developers from across the globe. The focus of the UAE government is on the adoption of future technologies such as AI, virtual reality, and AR, since it aims to move towards an innovative-driven economy. The hackathon partners Emirates and Accenture issued 2 primary challenges. They urged participants to build AR effects centered on the topic Mobility of Tomorrow. The winners competed for cash awards, totaling more than $50,000. Additionally, their work was showcased on the partners' social media channels. And finally, let's look at the importance of recruiting events. Recruiting events feature face-to-face interaction that can create connections and value in ways that are hard to accomplish virtually. Hosting events that directly evaluate the talents of the candidate while also increasing visibility in an appealing way is one of the new creative recruiting tactics. Moving further, the key takeaways are: first, virtual recruiting events and ideas are impactful. As Amazon's Career Day highlights, as I mentioned in the earlier video, demonstrate that one can still engage the potential talent pool if going back to in-person events is not on the cards. Next, create a purposeful experience. Hackathons and contests can test potential hires in a work simulation. Current business challenges can be identified and even tackled in such scenarios. Next, choose to sponsor an event and not host one. This allows you to interact with prospects and customers as well as potential candidates. At number 4, when seeking top talent, your own company may serve you well. An existing or internal employee can make for an easy fit for an open role since they already know the culture of the company. Next, the event attendees are engaged and enthusiastic about your industry. It leads the opportunity to engage with your ideal audience. And finally, reach out to candidates rather than letting them approach you. To reach a bigger crowd, various locations can play host to your recruitment events. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on recruitment events. These are the list of sources and links referred to for our content in the video. Thank you and stay tuned for more videos.